Here I have the Phone Rebel Flex Series cases for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is going to be the frosted case, and then here you have the Rebel case. So I want to show you the similarities and differences between both of these cases, but then also show you what you can get with these cases and the kits that they also sell, like this camera plateau, and then also your lens ring here, and then also the Rebel logo on the bottom. So you can customize this in various different ways, and I'll get to that a little bit later in the video. Starting off with the actual case itself, it has really nice protection on the corners, but then it has the sides exposed here to go ahead and see the color of your iPhone, and also to have that bare feeling in your hand. I really like that I get to use the original iPhone buttons, even the camera control, without having a case on top, and it makes the case feel a lot more slim than what you get with any other case that goes around the sides. A lot of people might not like this, since you can scratch the aluminum finish on the sides of the iPhones. This might not be a case for you, but for someone that just wants drop protection for the corners and then a nice lip on the top, this is a perfect case for you without having to go fully bare with the iPhone. The sides on both of these, doesn't matter if you get the Rebel or the frosted case, you'll see that you have everything exposed. They have the same bumpers and cutouts here for both of these cases. And then showing over here the power button and camera control, it is the exact same for this. So you shouldn't really worry about having access to your iPhone. On the side, you have this nice feeling going onto the case. There's no jagged edges here, which I would worry about, especially if I'm going to be using the phone with nothing on the sides. I want to make sure here there's no jagged edges, and that's exactly how it is on these cases. So they did a good job with the way they kind of flow into the phone if you have these cases installed. Since you have the sides exposed of these cases, you have gestures a lot easier on the sides. So if you're swiping different pictures, let's say on Instagram or something, you have the ability to do that a lot easier than having bumpers on the side. So that's another bonus here. Even though you're missing the protection, you have a little bit easier of gestures when using this device. Going over to the front, you'll see here that you will have the bumper. It's raised on all four corners, and then you have the lip on the top and bottom. You have a cutout here for the speaker hole. On the back side here is where the changes are. So on the Rebel case, you're gonna have this aramid fiber, which is really nice to the touch. And then on the frosted case, you're gonna have this MagSafe ring that pops out as well. And then you have the frosted plastic here. They say that this plastic here will not yellow, but that will only come with time to know if it's truly non-yellowing as they state. But it's neat that they mention that as well, so you don't have to worry about it yellowing. And even if it does, you should be able to contact them and let them know that your case has yellowed. So the first thing that I want to talk about here is going to be this Rebel logo. This can be popped out, and then you can switch it out to different colors. Like here, the original one is going to be Rebel in the black color, and then I changed it here to the orange so I can match it with this camera ring here. But just know that you can swap them out if you buy those kits. On the top portion here, this ring is also swapped out. This is going to be the original ring here. It's going to be black to match the black Rebel. You can swap this out really easily depending if you want the plateau or the ring in different colors. You have the option to do that with the 6 screws here. You just need a screwdriver that has the PH0 head on it. You can buy from their site or use anything else like this iFixit kit here that I use for swapping these out. Gen 7 plateau guard here can be switched over to either of these cases. It doesn't matter if you get the Rebel or you get here the frosted case. So it's pretty neat that you can do different lenses, or you can go ahead and get the whole plateau guard here on these cases and you can swap them out. You don't have any Rebel logo here on the bottom of the frosted case that you can swap out. So that's something only that's found on the Rebel case. While here, the neat part about this case for the frosted version is that you have the kickstand that opens. You can use this in portrait or landscape. If you want to watch a video here, you can go ahead and prop it to the side for landscape, or if you want to take a FaceTime call, you can do that as well with this ring. And the neat part is that the actual ring is going to be your MagSafe magnet. As I tested these cases, this MagSafe ring here is a lot stronger than what you find on the MagSafe ring here of the Rebel case. So that's pretty interesting that I find this a lot stronger. You will notice that this ring kind of comes out, so you have to make sure that when you're taking it off, you don't yank the ring as you're taking the phone off the magnet. But it is really strong, and I like it a lot better on the frosted case than I like it here on the Rebel case. Here's my desk MagSafe charger. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Rebel case. As soon as you put it on this charger here, you'll see that taking it off kind of wiggles the charger around the desk, even though it's metal and wood. However, it can't really pick it up that much from the actual desk. Here I'll show you the MagSafe ring here and the magnetic strength of the frosted case. As soon as you put it on the metal charger, then it's gonna be able to lift it up, and then you can move the charger around, meaning that this is a pretty strong magnet here on the frosted case with this MagSafe ring. But like I mentioned earlier, here's the separation I'm talking about. it kind of leans the MagSafe ring outwards with this magnet, and the magnet is holding really strongly onto the MagSafe charger. So be sure that you're taking it off really gently and you don't pry the MagSafe ring off the hinge here and you don't break your case. So that's something you should know, that this actual MagSafe magnet is moving with the actual charger or the accessory that you're going to be using. The next part I want to talk about here is going to be your actual bumpers. So if you look them side by side, the bumpers are the exact same on the outside. So you have these nice bumpers here on all the corners. So you know that your corners are protected at least from any drops, and they have anti-shock properties. So you know that you don't have to worry about the actual device underneath. When I take these cases off, you'll see a little bit of a difference. So since the frosted case does not have a microfiber lining on the inside, you have pure plastic compared to the Rebel case. So both of these cases are different in that aspect, that you have this nice microfiber lining here. It's going to protect the back glass of the 17 Pro Max. However, this one has plastic, which if there's debris between the phone and the actual case, you kind of have to worry about cleaning this off. Plus, if there's any debris, you'll also see it through the frosted glass piece. Even though it's still frosted, it's still visible if there's anything underneath that shines through the plastic. The next thing is you'll see the 6 screws here to go ahead and swap out the different lenses. So you start off by taking off the screws from the top and the bottom. So once you take them off, you kind of just have to focus on leaving the case on the tabletop. At least this is the way that I found it the easiest. So what I do personally is I take the case, put it down, hold it with one hand, use my screwdriver to kind of take the screws out. But once you remove all the different screws, you have to make sure that they're all kind of loose or fully removed. And then you'll have your ring here. So this is the one that's included in the kit, the orange color here. But if I want to go ahead and put on this other ring, which is the original ring here on this case, then you can go ahead and just kind of align it on the back side. And once you have it aligned here, you're going to go ahead and start with the bottom section here. Once you have the first screw here in the middle screwed in, go ahead and start with the other screws on the bottom side still. That way you're able to kind of hold the bottom side in place, while then you'll be able to install the top screws as well. Good thing you have, if you buy these kits, an extra bag of little screws, because they can easily disappear and then you won't have that snug finish around the camera rings or the plateaus. And once you have the bottom section in, you'll see here I have 3 of the 6 screws in. I just need to put the top screws in here so you can go ahead and have it fully attached to the case. It's a little finicky. It takes a little bit of time to go ahead and install these. I just want to show you guys on video on how I do this, so you can kind of, figure out a way how it'd be best for you based on the tools that you have to install this. Just make sure you bend the case a little bit on the top so you can get that good snug feel. Sometimes the lens ring is not perfect with the case, so you kind of have to adjust it. And once you adjust it, you'll notice that the screw is going in correctly and you get some resistance. That's when you know you can continue to tighten it here. It doesn't matter if you get the lens ring or the plateau, just remove the 6 screws. You can use the original screws. You don't have to use the ones that are included with the plateau itself. So here's your final result. I went ahead and installed the black ring here back to how it was originally. Here's the orange one that I took off. You'll see the only thing that's holding in place is the little 6 screws. And then if you want to remove the Rebel logo from the outside towards the inside, you go ahead and push this in so it pops off. And then once it's popped off, it's extremely simple. Go ahead and take the other one. I'm going to go ahead and put the original back in. So then once it's in, you'll see now I have the black camera ring with the black Rebel logo. So it's pretty neat that you can swap these out. The only thing is this will not fit anywhere on the frosted case. You need to get yourself the Rebel case here to be able to use these extra pieces and to change out the different colors. The other thing I want to mention is the difference between the cutouts. So you'll see here, since this case is made out of the rubber TPU material, while this one has frosted plastic, you have this plastic around your speaker holes on both sides, compared to here on the Rebel case, you do not have those. So that's a little bit of a different touch. And then also on the Rebel case, you have these blue little bumpers here. I'm assuming these are for more anti-shock, properties with this case if you were to drop it, compared to the frosted case. It does not have anything in those sections. It's kind of just blank. Doesn't have these little blue inserts here on this case, even though it looks exactly the same from the top view. The difference is when you look into the inside, you'll see that it's missing those blue properties in the corners of the case. So that's the other difference here besides the microfiber and plastic material here. But let's go ahead and put these phones in here. I really like how they fit the phones itself. The corners are really snug and you don't have to worry about these coming off of the phone. You'll see here, it's hard to take them off. And then when you take one corner off, you kind of have to put your finger on the back of the plateau to take the other corner off. So these, after a drop, will definitely stay in place, I think, and not have to worry about this case falling off. Looking at the bottom of these cases, you'll see that it's identical. You have a little bigger of an opening here, so you can go ahead and use different USB-C cables and not focus only on the one that comes with the iPhone itself. So it's nice to be able to use those aftermarket USB-C cables with these cases, and you don't have to actually take them off. The bumpers here are also visible on both of these cases, and you don't really know a difference if you're looking from the top right here towards the bottom cutouts. Top side, you have the Flex logo here to let you know that these are the Flex cases that have the pretty much sides exposed, so you have that better feeling of the original iPhone with this case. Otherwise, I think that these are really good cases for people that want a more minimalistic feeling case, but also have that protection on the back. The plateau guard, like I said, will fit on both of these. So you can mix and match different designs on how you want to do it. Let's say you move this camera plateau guard here to this one, and then added the little orange Rebel logo on the bottom. That's a really nice touch as well. If you want to check these out for yourself, I'll go ahead and leave affiliate links in the description and also in the comment section. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Zanif Tech is out.